Hello, folks. Thanks for joining us again. I get asked a lot on social media, what's the best color for crappie? What's the best color? What's the best color combination? Man, that's a trick sack question. If you was to ask 10 people that question that are avid crappie fishermen, you're going to get quite possibly 10 different answers. There's a lot of variables to that, but the only thing I know to do really is to go by what we got going on right now. And all the rain we've had, and we got really muddy, murky water. So, muddy, murky water, red and chartreuse would be my go-to. That's what I have the most confidence in, and that's what you should be fishing. If there's something you have confidence in, by all means, that is most definitely your starting point. Let's just jump right in it here. I've already got the thread base down, and I've got a disco red 1/16 ounce jig head. Now, it don't have to be disco red. It's a personal thing. I like the looks of it. I don't know that the fish care one way or another. Some people will say now that live scopes come around that color don't matter, and I really would tend to agree with them. 9 times out of 10, I don't think it matters. You got a fish that's going to eat, he's going to eat when you put it in front of his face. But there's that few times where it does matter, and that's where you have to be paying attention. But if you fish something that you have confidence in, you're going to be well off. I got my hackle tips tied in. I'm going to come in with 4 or 5 of these here V cuts. I apologize for the air conditioner noise in the background, but good Lord, has it been hot. It's over 100 degrees today. I was out working in the garden, so we're going to have to make it with the air conditioner. So bear with me. I'm going to tie these V's in. Something about like that right there. Red chartreuse, black and chartreuse in this dirty water. What you're looking for more than anything is contrast. I have fished an all black jig very successfully just because the contrast in the dirty water. But before you try that, bear in mind, y'all, you're going to have most likely, quite possibly anyway, you're going to have a heck of a catch, channel catfish as well if it's the right time of year. Ask me how I know. I'm gonna come in with some flash. This is nothing different than anything you've seen me do, y'all. All of my jigs are, for the most part, pretty close to the same style, just different colors. Tie that in like so, right on the back. That's just going to give that chartreuse a little shine, that chartreuse hackle. I'm going to catch this front up. It's a little lower. I like for it to be smooth across. There we go. Give this a little trim just a skosh longer than the hackle. And then we'll come in with our chenille. I have a red and pearl crystal chenille. Looks real good on this jig. I think there's a bait manufacturer maybe that has a red and chartreuse soft plastic, and they call it Kentucky Lake Killer, and that's kind of where I stole the name for this at. That's what I call it. A couple dots of super glue gel, just small dots. I used to not do this until I had a man in Western Kentucky sent me a message, and he caught over 50 crappie on one hair jig, and that's kind of unheard of, really. And it's still together and still in decent shape, so kind of made a believer out of me, so I'll do it every time now. Tie that chenille in, around behind it a couple times, front of it a couple times, cut it off. Now I'll just throw a whip finish on it. I usually do it twice. If once does a good job, twice does a real good job. The way I look at it. Then I'll put a dot of Sally Hansen's on that thread tie just to lock it in. Kind of like a head cement. I use my bodkin to rub it in on them threads. There you have it. My version of a Kentucky Lake Killer. If y'all don't mind, like and subscribe and share this out there with people. It really helps me out. Thank y'all for tuning in.